All right, so let's start with our today's seminar, webinar on, this is from JESPA. So let me firstly introduce you to JESPA. Firstly, have a very good morning and thank you for joining us today for this particular webinar. Thank you everyone to be here and be a part of our, education sessions which we are doing under the brand name JESPA. So JESPA stands for Jewelry E-Commerce Service Providers Association. We are like-minded people who are providing services to the jewelry industry, come together to share our knowledge, to share our experiences, so that we can help more and more jewelers to achieve their business goals. It's an initiative by Vikrant Rava, who's the founder and the head of Integrity, by Deepak Tulsian, who's the founder and head of My Wisdom Lane, and myself, who am the founder and the CEO of Trialogic Enterprises Private Limited. Today's webinar is going to be particularly very interesting for all of us. Everyone, I believe, has a requirement of doing, creative photo shoots, which involves models, which involves creative setups. And who better than our host for this particular webinar, Mr. Saket Shrikant, who has a very detailed overview, a very detailed understanding about exclusively how and what's the most profitable output which can be achieved with photography specifically for jewelry. He's got a very large experience of 24 years, which is amazing in the jewelry industry. I was earlier mentioning on a lighter note, that's a very big percentage of my life for that matter. And that experience is what we are here for. So I think without any further more delay, let me just introduce you to Saket here and start the presentation with Saket. Saket, over to you.
Thank you so much. So let me just tell something about me first, so you can feel that you are in safe hands for this session. And so myself, Saket Shrikant, I'm a commercial artist, and my passion was to do photography, and my passion was expensive at that time, 24 years back. So the best option for me was to convert my passion to profession, and that is how I have reached to this stage right now. And today I'm like shooting a lot of jewelry, still photography for lifestyle shoots or model shoots or films, TV commercials, and social media films and reels. Because these are the things which slowly, initially I used to do only a niche audience, but later on I realized that the main market is going to be like digital platform. So that is where we started doing social media films and e-commerce and lifestyle shots for your jewelry. So that is where. Which box? That's
just to disturb you a little bit here, Saket. All these boxes which you have open on your screen, right? These boxes on the right and the bottom.
Okay.
There are gray patches, so probably your content will get cut and will not be able to.
Okay.
I've sent you an image on WhatsApp if you would want to see. If you can just remove that, it'll be better, I guess. Or you can figure out.
Is this okay?
Yeah. And the bottom one as well.
So I need to keep the chat box on, or in case if anything comes.
Sorry for the interruptions. Yeah.
Not a problem at all. So is this fine now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's my company name, Studio 369, and we are into stills and motions. Just to give a basic idea about our clientels, why I'm giving you all this description, just to give you confidence, like next 3 points, what we are going to discuss about this session is very important. So you'll get an idea, like we cater to these kind of clients, and because of that experience, we are sharing all our knowledge over here. We work with a lot of manufacturers, retailers, international clients, all these things. Oro, SRK, Karen Jewels, Krishna Diamonds, HVPSR, Tanishq, Anmol Jewelers, there are a few international clients also. A big thank you for joining this webinar, because you understand the importance of digital platform. Importance of digital platform is, trade says that if you are not on digital platform, Ideally, a trade says if you are not on digital platform, you are not in business. But to be a little more sophisticated over here, if you're not on digital platform, you're missing on a big business. That's what I also realized, and I also moved from niche. Of course, we do niche shoots, but along with that, we started doing a lot of e-com things. So the images are shot by us. These are just relievers in between because there will be otherwise too much of text. So this is what we have shot for a few clients of ours. So the subject, how to boost your e-com platform with creative and model shoots. And these are the 3 points where we are going to work it out today, is how to attract users on your app and website. It's very important because you guys keep spending a lot of money creating apps and website. Like Yash is specialized into creating apps for jewelers. We all work only for jewelry. So, but when you spend that kind of money, you need to pull the traffic towards your apps and website. So that is very important, and people are ready to spend, but unfortunately, they don't know how to do it. So that is where we come in the picture. That is the reason why we are showing it. How to create a storyline to attract user, because that plays very important role to make yourself stand out from other competitors. And the most important, how to set a clear brand identity. So I always believe in that, and of course you guys also must be believing that an image speaks 1,000 words, because we are selling luxury and we must speak luxury language. So that's where we are here, and it plays very important role while selling your product, because we don't sell a product which is like 5 rupees or 10 rupees or 100 rupees. We are talking about minimum of few thousands onwards. So it start with few thousand onwards. So because your appearance matters when you are on e-com platform or digital platform. So these are some images what we have shot for some of our clients. The perfect example, how did you like this website landing page? I have purposely blurred the name of the client because we are actually in process to cater them to get a better idea. So this was when I saw this first page, I really liked the way the page has been presented. So it's little more sober, it is to the point, everything. But when I scroll down, I saw this images. So when these kind of images starts coming, immediately you are actually disconnecting to your potential customer. So like, for example, if you're talking for, just imagine if these are the images on your website, it may not work, or it will give less mileage compared to your professionally shot images. So creating these kind of galleries also, you can divide all these verticals with a conceptual shot, and when a person clicks on that, and then you can actually start your white background things product, which is like your catalog. So in-house content creation, like shooting in-house or with phone or uploading images is right or wrong. There is nothing right or wrong as such, but if you are doing it right way, it is good. If you are doing it this way, it is not expected. Reason, because when you are on digital platform or website, you are exposed to world. You are not exposed to you. Like, for example, if you are located in Nagpur area or whichever interior part of India, and you are coming on website or digital platform, your posts are going to be seen by anybody and everybody from the world. So you don't have a restricted area who is going to see. Like if you are sleeping at night, somebody from US is a person from USA is watching your site or post, and he may be commenting on that. So then that is your potential customer, and if your images are not up to the mark, that is where you start losing business and the disconnection. So that's very important. If you're doing it right way, please go ahead. No requirement to engage any professionals in this, or understand the thing, and you can do this thing. And just to give you one small idea, we have Vikram over here, and Vikram has a fantastic machine for your white background shoots. So you can talk to him later on in details. So we are about to start. I hope everyone is, because I cannot see anybody. So just put some message. Yes, 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 yes. So I can understand everyone is attentive on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, love. So how to attract users? So that is very, very important thing, because once you make an app or user website, so जब आपने एक ऐप बनाया या जब आपने एक वेबसाइट बनाया, so you have started a store online, correct? But to pull the audience to your store, that is what you need to attract users who are using your apps and websites. So I always say that define your target audience. What do we mean by define your target audience? कि आपका target audience कौन है? मतलब are you talking for the youngsters? Are you talking for the mid-range? Are you talking for the little more senior people? Depending upon your jewelry, because jewelry to jewelry, it matters your target. Like for example, if you're creating very trendy young designs, so your target audience would be around 15, 18 onwards to say around 25, 30 maximum. If you're creating a lot of diamond jewelry, maybe 35 plus to 50 or 60 or all those kind of things. Depending upon requirement, if you're making a contemporary jewelry or if you're making a traditional jewelry, again the target audience changes. According to that, you need to plan and do your marketing. So what all you can do your Insta post, you can do your Google ads. There are various things. You can talk to your agencies or people who are handling your digital platform. They can definitely guide you in this. Develop a concept whenever you are creating any jewelry, no matter what jewelry. So like when we work for our client, few of our clients, they don't have any concept for any jewelry. So what we do is we identify the jewelry and we only create their concept for that particular jewelry. In fact, we only come out with a collection name also. So that is very important, creating a concept. So if you see over here, the name of the collection is Aina. Aina means mirror, and whatever you see in mirror is your reflection. So we have created everywhere some kind of reflection after revealing the name. So that was one of the way how can you showcase your collections. Recently, we have done something very, very deep collection wise for Kiran Jewels. Seema was the designer who had actually done all the ideation and all that thing. And we had executed everything for them. So showcase your product effectively. So it is very important when you showcase your product effectively, because that is all your attention comes up. Pay attention to your aesthetics. Whatever you do, play with your aesthetics, because your aesthetics like colors, combination, your compositions, everything matters for a shot to look interested. Focus on storyline.
Inspiration unites with insight, and the Empress is born. Embellished with flawless gems from exotic lands. The tools of the artisans include passion, ingenuity, perseverance, and experience. Inspired ideation, selective sourcing, accurate artistry. The enchanting Empress. Chaya Jain, the jewel artist.
So when you showcase something like this, like a storyline, what happens, like you engage your end users, and by waving a compelling story, you can captivate your users and leave a lasting impression. And she was a designer, and she came to me saying, we need to create this jewelry. So one whole day we were shooting only one product, but we created. We understood her requirement. What is the thing which made her to create this design, and that is how we created a story and we shot about it. So optimize for different platforms and devices for like website, mobile, and social media for quick loading and visually appealing visuals. Reason because when you create something, please see to it that your image or your video or your content is friendly for all these platforms, because today when you come on digital platform, nothing is under your control. A person can see it on his phone, desktop, laptop, tablet, everything. So you don't have that control. So please see to it that everything is optimized for different platform and devices. Okay, leverage social media for wider audience, because use something like hashtags. Of course, hashtags nowadays is little old story now, but you can do that. Engaging captions, tagging your relevant influencers or partners to increase visibility and encourage your user engagement. So that plays very important role to attract user. These are the few points which actually helps you to attract user till they come to your website or your app. So that is how it will use generated content and experience. Now, what is that? Optimize contest or incentive that motivates users to share their experiences with your offering. So, like suppose if you are giving any offer, hold on. Okay. If you are offering something to the end user, please do some exercise where you can actually take their experiences, like what your user had felt about, and use those and post it on your social media, by which you will get another exposure of say around 80 to 100 people around, because they will be also circulating their things in their social circle. So that is how you can keep going in an outer circle than your inner circle. That is how you can attract your users. Then how to create storyline, which is very important, because people you must have heard like create a storyline or kuch concept chahiye, kuch hatke chahiye. Or we keep hearing all these things from all our clients, ताकि कुछ हटके बनाइए. But what hatke? So it is very important to understand what exactly you're going to do. So like these are the things which actually we create. So what you see in front of you is actually a choker, but because it is having this hexagonal shape, it was created like a beehive, and we had actually made these kind of. There were like around 6 odd products like this. We created different, but of course I think I'm showing you only 2 over here. What you see in front of you is actually a earring, and that earring we actually made it like a marine life. So this is how you can actually create some kind of storyline. So now understand your target audience. Like motivation. Do you want to motivate them? Do you want to make their interest? or you want to solve their pain points. So these are the things which you need to understand. Once you understand that, it becomes much easier to narrow down what exactly story you need. So that plays very important role over there. Define your brand story with values and missions and USP. Please define your stories, because that matters very much by defining your brand story. Identify emotional hook. Do you want to inspire the person? Do you want to entertain the person? Or you want to create a desire? Or you want to solve the problem? These are the things which actually helps you to come to a concept for a story. So when you're sitting with your story writer or script writer, so you need to be very, very clear, or your agency need to be very clear. What is the idea we have to follow this time? Because by that, it will help the writer to come, because otherwise he will keep giving you different stories, but end of the day, oh, nothing is appealing. So you need to be very, very specific as a jeweler. So that will help the entire team to go ahead, because end of the day, it is your brand and it's your baby to take it forward. Whenever you do any story, please incorporate your product naturally. Don't incorporate like forcefully कि मुझे ये सब चीजें दिखाना ही है. Like for example, you must have seen any movie or something like that where you can make out. The best example was Yade. You can feel that this brand endorsement is the complete movie was about brand endorsement. But this is where you need to understand, whenever when you create a short story film or storyline based image, you need to be very, very specific, because that 30-second or 45-second is going to help you to boost your product. So that emotions along with your product, which should be so natural कि वो फील आना नहीं चाहिए कि हाँ ये मैंने फोर्सफुली प्रोडक्ट दिखाने के लिए आपको ऐड बनाया. So that is very important. Infuse emotions in your story. It is very important to infuse emotions, because we are Indians or international, wherever your market is. But emotions plays very important. Even if you make 1 15-second ad for or image for a Mother's Day, and that 1 15-second also impacts very much emotionally, because end of the day, everyone has the same feelings and you get emotionally connected, and that is how you can take charge of it. Maintain authenticity. We are into a business of jewelry. Trust plays very, very important role, because without trust, it will be very difficult to sell our products. So please maintain your authenticity. Stay true to your brand's voice, values, and aesthetics, because these are the things which actually showcases your authenticity to your brand. These are the requirements for brand identity. You need to strategize, ideation, lifestyle product shoots, celebrity or model shoot. TV commercials is optional because it is expensive affair. So it is all up to you. Do you want to get into that? Conceptual based films, social media films, reels, content creation, like what you want to write for your jewelry, that is also very important. What description, even if it is a one-liner description, it is very important to which helps your product to boost for the person to understand. CGI is computer generated images for stills as well as film. And of course, last but not the least, the most important, product shoots for e-com, which is like your white background products, which multiple angles. That is where actually Vikram's product come in the picture. But these are the things what we generally do. There may be few more things, but as of now, these are the things what we actually offer to our customer. But yes, with this, all your purposes gets a solution to come to a branding segment. These are few images like on your left, if you see that model is wearing the traditional jewelry. So what we had done is like giving little more chandelier, Indian type style chandelier. At the above male and female hand, it is just a lifestyle product shot just to showcase a Valentine Day or something. So on your right hand side, if you see these 5 rings, The description for this particular image was lightweight jewelry, and that is how we came to a concept that let's use of feathers to represent as a lightest weight thing. These are all symbolic things. That is where we work with. Now the third most important thing is brand identity. Over here, define your brand strategy. Clearly articulate your brand's mission, vision, and target audience, and key differentiators. Understand what sets your brand apart from competitors and know how you want to perceive your audience. So this is how your brand strategy should be, because this will help to establish your brand. So, like there are two ways of jeweler. This is my personal experience. One who wants to start a shop and one who wants to start a brand. So whenever I discuss with my client, I always say, sir, दुकान चालू करनी है, brand चालू करनी है. Because दुकान चालू करनी है, every day you are earning. You start your shop in the morning and you by end of the day, कितने का गल्ला हो गया, ये करके you can leave. But brand, setting up a brand is something which you have to invest time, effort, money in the beginning. Say like few like a year or 3 years down the line, the brand, it is like a baby. It's your baby, and which you need to groom it properly. So once that is done, once the brand is established, the brand will take care for everything. Everything is everything for your personal expenses, your brand expenses, your office expenses, everything. Because I'm sure most of us spend extra amount knowing that this is not of that cost, but oh, this is of that brand. That's why I need. So that plays very important. Brand plays very, very important. Second is identify your visual style. This includes selecting your colors, typography, and design element that aligns with your brand's personality and target audience. So like you need to understand what is your target audience. Are they modern? Are they elegant? Are they playful? Or a minimalistic kind of people? So once you understand these kind of target audience of yours, you can play with your visual style. Then develop brand guidelines. What is developing brand guidelines? Like specification for your logo, usage, color palettes and typography, image values, everything, image style, and specific design element. If you have anything, like if you are aware about Van Cleef Apple or any other brand, or let us say today Sabyasachi, that Jaguar is his brand identity. So that element plays important role. Like if you're talking for Van Cleef Apple, that motif is their brand identity. So wherever you see, you will see all that kind of thing. Like LV, you just see that LV and you understand this is a different brand. So you spend for extra work from that. Okay, very, very important. I'm not saying that you come to me, but please hire professionals. Please hire professionals for making your apps, making your shoots, doing everything. Even if you are talking about writing something, please incorporate some professionals in your organization, because they understand how much your segment of jewelry making. You are master in that. But when it comes to branding and presenting your brand, you need to outsource some few people which will help you boost. I'm not saying like you hire everybody in every segment, but wherever you feel that this is my weakest segment, that is where you need to understand what is our weakness and what are our strengths. So once we understand that, you can appoint people accordingly, or you can outsource. I'm not saying like you put them on a retainer basis or something. Try it out, find out the right people for your segment, and then they will do miracles for you. Trust me. Use consistent branding elements. Now, what is consistent branding? Incorporate your brand's visual element consistently throughout the creative shoot. This includes your brand colors, typography, design element in the design, props what you're using, clothes what you're getting for your model. All that thing matters, because suppose if you're selling a say 50 lakhs necklace and you are using one normal t-shirt, it won't gel. Like when you see, oh, this is something odd. Until and unless you are strategizing something very different, very, very out of the box kind of thing, that time it is, but then that is a different way of presenting your brand. But it matters what your model is wearing, what makeup, what hairstyle. Even if you're shooting just a hand modeling, that also matters, how her hands are, how good she is to carry your jewelry, because all that thing matters when it comes to representing that image or video. So that is very, very important. Okay, highlight unique features and benefits of your product. Reason, because this will help differentiate and brand and communicate its value position effective. That is where your all these features and benefits are required. Again, I said earlier also, maintain authenticity, because that is where building your brand affects. So whatever you say, whatever you post, it needs to be true and fact of the thing, because that will help you bring get the brand on the next level. So I'll just proceed further. So these are our stories. Like this is the kind of work what we have done. So these are the images shoot. These are all whatever you have seen right now is basically all the images. We just created a showreel out of it and created a video. And what you have seen right now is all images. But people sometimes ask me like, okay, why, the reason why I'm telling you all these things only because people ask me, yeah, image bhi bhejna. but this is actually, these are all images only, but it was created in a video format, so it becomes easy for a person to say one click and it is done. So any questions, anything anybody wants to ask by now? Are they very any clear in this thing? Any doubt, anything, you can just post a message.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Whatever content here was amazing. It was a lot of learning.
Mhm.
I would like to know, is this like, is it applicable for any other products than jewelry?
So because JESPA is completely for jewelry segment only, so that is the idea for this webinar. So it is only for jewelers. But of course, we do a lot of can do things for other products also if you fall in a luxury format. Because understanding luxury format for any other product, like for example, there are few people who approach me for home appliances products and all that. But end of the day, it doesn't work. Reason because we are more specialized into luxury and jewelry segment, and that is where we pass that assignment to somebody else and they take it forward. So that is, but yeah, we are more specialized into jewelry, and JESPA is an association which actually helps jewelers to give all the services. So we are all service provider under one roof. We have, it's a new group what we have started, and I'm part of that group, and we provide these services to all the jewelers, because every jeweler is looking for these kind of services, because unfortunately even after lockdown or COVID, people are not understanding the importance of image or video. So that is where we come in picture, and that is why the JESPA has been JESPA is born. That's good. Any other question? Anybody has any other question? Okay, thank you, Mr. Anil. I'm glad that it's very clear. You can put a message also, or you can just unmute and ask the question also.
Yes, Saket, can I?
Of course.
So basically, what are all JESPA other roles, if you can make us know?
Mhm.
And by servicing, by helping industry, how does JESPA actually going to help we guys?
So JESPA is basically we all service provider, like-minded service provider of the same range. You know, like we are not talking about a startup company or anybody, but people who are having at least 8-10 experience, who are actually independently doing service providing for jewelry industry. So what we have done is we have collaborated, and so I am part of JESPA, taking care of this particular segment, creative shoots and filmmaking. Vikram has a service, like he has a machine where you can do white background shoots on a very fast. Like if you see the product, I have actually seen a month back, taken the demo, and it's really fast and it's very cost effective also. And Yash is specialized into creating apps. He does only for jewelry industry, and all the, you name, most of the big players are under his. He works for, he creates apps, and these are all user-friendly apps, which he understands exactly what are the pain points of the end user. I'm talking about not B2B only, I'm talking about B2C also. So that really helps a jeweler, because most of the things they are more specialized into creating jewelry, manufacturing jewelry. But these are the things which we take care for. That is the reason why I mentioned why professional is important, because that actually helps a person to understand and take the things to next level. I hope, Paresh bhai, I'm clear. Suffices your question.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Great. So any other question? can just raise a hand and you can ask or you can message. Thank you, Mukesh bhai. Thank you very much. Oh, that means a lot. Thank you. See, so I'll just proceed further for the presentation. And now I'm actually showcasing something related to your video thing. I'm showing you another showreel of mine, which will give you a better idea how the films have been shot and what all the things needed in that. I'll just share the. These are all my films related. It has some TV commercials clips also. It has social media films clip also. It has product based films also. So these are all different segments and verticals where we cater for. Where depending upon everybody's budget, everybody's requirement, we cater to. But yes, if you can work it out with anybody, like because if you are located out of India or out of Mumbai or outstation, you can actually ask your team or you can find out few people who can actually help you. Now, the most important why actually I got into social media digital platform, because I realized that after doing all this niche work, the most important thing is digital platform, where we came in the picture and started showcasing making reels for our clients, because that is most important and most in demand. So these reels you can utilize all on your Insta reels and all that thing. But another use of reels are basically a vertical films. Another use of all these reels is basically you can actually broadcast to your contact sphere. You make one reel and broadcast it on your WhatsApp group to all your B2B or B2C customers, and they can actually see what is new, what are you presenting new. So that will help you to be in line. So that is. I'm just showing some reels now. So I think that's all about today's session. Like I hope you got some insight or some ideas about how to make things as per our subject. Thank you very much for watching our presentation. JESPA is happy to help you as a service provider in all verticals, and that's where JESPA's specializes. Stop this thing. Any more questions?
Thank you, Saket. I would like to end this and a very hearty thank you for sharing so many insights and your experience to all of us here. And just to add about JESPA, what a gentleman was asking. So JESPA is basically service organization in terms of we have come together. And for the benefit of all the jewelers, we want to create a platform for knowledge sharing, especially for those jewelers who want to go digital and want to go on e-commerce platforms. So, our website is also up and probably you can have more details there. And please be tuned we will be sharing more webinars on different topics which are touching every aspect of e-commerce and digital marketing. So please be attuned to us and you will hear from us, introducing different webinars on different topics. Thank you all for attending. And lastly, I would like to thank Saket again for such a wonderful presentation and insight. It was really, really great.
Okay, the session is over now. If you have any other question offline, please you can share and discuss, or we can just close this session.
Thanks, Saket, for this insightful session. It was really wonderful.
Thank you.
Really knowledge giving too.
So as a jeweler, did I touch all the pain points or few pain points what generally jewelers face? Parijbhai?
Asking me, yeah?
Yeah, I'm asking you, whatever I have taken these 3 points, whatever inputs we have shared on screen today. So as a jeweler, did you found useful and interesting?
Yeah, it was definitely useful and interesting. As you said, our main, the main challenge of jewelers are generally a footfall. And even to create a brand, it should be, very much value for money when you spend money anywhere. So you have, actually good insight for that.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your feedback. Okay, guys, thank you very much. So let's see you soon on our JESPA's another topic. We will update you soon whenever it is happening. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you. So we can, shall we close the session?
Yes, Saket. Thanks.
Okay.
And we'll chat on phone. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye. Just save the recording, Saket.
I'll do that.
Okay.